I'm Elena. So we saw The Neon Demon, directed by that guy.
And it's his movie. The entire opening credits has like NWF on the bottom, and for a second I thought like the whole film was watermarked.
I was like, that should have gone away by now, right? It did. It did. So let's talk about it. Alright, I didn't think it was bad. I enjoyed it for what it was worth. It was exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I haven't seen anything else by him. I haven't seen Drive. But I knew going in it was gonna be pretty, and the music was gonna be cool. Like, that's what I was going there for. And I got what I paid for. There wasn't much else. But what you could say was the theme, that they're beautiful models and there's nothing beneath the surface.
You got it.
I figured it out.
I have seen Drive and Only God Forgives. So, like, when I was going into this movie, I was like, alright, I know exactly what I'm gonna see. And it still caught me by surprise. A bit. But, like, at the end I was like, alright, that was it. And I felt satisfied in knowing that, I guess.
It was, like, the use of color was really cool. I really enjoyed that. And the music felt really well. There's this one, like,
I thought it was a cell phone, like, the whole time.
Yeah, but it was pretty. It was cool. Mm-hmm. So, like...
Yeah, it was a very beautiful movie. It was beautifully shot. All the camera angles and, like, all the shot, like, setup, it was all well thought out.
Yeah.
There were even, like, moments in the movie where, like, there was kind of something going on, and I kind of, like, picked that up. I was like, alright, what's up? So, like, there was a lot of, like, foreshadowing, I guess?
Yeah.
Early on in the movie, early on in shots that would, like, pay off, like, later. And I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This movie did have some setup and some payoff in some regards. Not so much in others. But I don't think anyone really was gonna go see this movie for the story. I don't think anyone was in it for that.
That's true.
I felt like I was just going to an art gallery, you know? Like, I was there for the atmosphere, and I was there to look at things. I wasn't there for an amazing plot, you know?
Yeah, I didn't know anything about this movie going into it.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, I usually do a little bit of research going in, but I didn't do any for this, and I don't know if I regret that, because I wasn't anticipating it to turn into, like, a horror movie. I liked the direction that it went in.
You know what it reminded me of? Like, a little bit, certain parts? Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Because, like, in Sucker Punch, Baby Doll, or whatever her name is, supposed to be, like, the #1 most beautiful girl. And then, like, when she's, like, does her thing, you don't really see it, and it kind of felt like that. Also because it has Jenna Malone, or Jenna Maroney.
Yeah.
Jenna Malone?
Jenna Malone?
Yeah.
Jenna Malone.
It has Jenna Malone, so it's like, okay, this is that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I definitely get that vibe, like, she was, like, the most beautiful girl in all of wherever they were in California. And the whole thing is that she's not good at anything else, right?
Yeah, she's like,
theme.
I can get paid for being pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what we're trying to do, so.
But yeah, okay, do you want to get into spoilers now?
Alright, yeah, let's do spoilers.
Alright, the direction it took at the end, I was not
She
expecting.
ate an eyeball.
That's all we gotta say. I wasn't expecting a happy ending.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting that.
Like, I figured she'd get murdered or killed or something, or she'd kill herself. Like, I didn't see her living to the end. Like, it starts with her, like, her throat's cut, and I thought that might be, like one of those, like, flashback movies.
The way it begins.
Yeah. But it didn't quite.
Yeah, I was expecting it to maybe, like, do a Black Swan. You know, how she, like, at the end, she's like, I did my performance, but that didn't happen.
Okay, so, like, she falls into an empty pool, and she's, like, twitching, like, dead. And he's like, okay, that's the end. It's just gonna, like, fade out on her, like, twitching, and, like, she's beautiful, even dying. But the two models and one makeup artist just, like...
They kind of take over after that part.
They eat her. And it's not, like, implied cannibalism.
It's
ate like
her.
The one vomits an eyeball later and then kills herself.
All right.
And then the other picks it up and eats it.
I wanted to mention this earlier, but, like, in the beginning when they first get to the photo studio, you could see her, like, jaw, like, clenching and unclenching, and she's kind of like... she's, like, dry heaving a little bit. And I was like, alright, what's gonna happen? And then, like, 15 minutes later, she pukes it up. And I was like, oh, that was very clever. I saw that. I caught that little thing you did there.
Yeah, another thing that they kind of set off was in the beginning, her room's broken into by like a mountain lion or a jaguar or something. And then later in the mansion, right before she gets killed, she walks past like a stuffed taxidermy jaguar
I did
thing.
notice that too, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck it means, but it's there.
She gets eaten alive.
She gets eaten because
Well,
women are catty.
She does get eaten on.
She does.
She really does. I don't know if she was alive when she got eaten. It could have, because she wasn't dead when she fell into the pool. She
Yeah.
was.
My favorite part was when Jenna Malone is like laying in a bathtub covered in blood, and she straight up just looks like Patrick Bateman.
Mhm.
Like, there's the picture.
Right over my face. Too.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh fuck! The weirdest part. Okay, here's the thing. When we got our popcorn, we didn't get a bag. We got a bucket, and I was grateful we got a bucket because I was afraid I was gonna have to use it as a puke bucket. Okay, it's gonna be really like messed up. Jenna Malone fucks a corpse, and I straight up gagged.
Like literally, and then after the movie, Kate looks it up, and apparently that whole scene was like improvised. Like she was just supposed to kiss it and stuff, and then Jenna Malone gets on top
She was
of
like,
it, and she's like, ah.
Let's go for it. Grab a little dead
And I bet you the good old director man whose name I can't remember is
Nicholas
just like,
Winding Refn.
he's just like, yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah, instead of everything else.
Because I was like, yeah, this is pretty him. Because I don't know if any of you have seen Only God Forgives, but the part where Ryan Gosling sticks his hand in his mother's womb and like fingers it, I was like,
I want to see that movie.
it was a good time overall.
Overall, it was very pretty.
Mhm.
Do not go to see it if
If you're looking for like a good story.
Yeah. Don't see it if you have a weak constitution either.
I thought I was gonna vomit.
Yeah, it gets messed up. So, out of 10.
Let's see, like, I'm a little biased, and I kind of want to give it a 7, just because I enjoyed I could tell that there was, like, a lot of effort put into it.
Yeah.
And, like, even though the story was a little weak, I had a good time, and I love art house films, so, like, I liked it. I did.
Yeah. Like,
I guess a 7.
yeah, I'm a big fan of that whole, like, using fun colors. Like, especially check out the movie The Guest if you like that, and the score. I'm a big fan of that. And I don't know, I feel like I don't think I was ever really bored.
No.
Like there were some parts I wasn't sure what was happening, but I was happy to look at it. Like it was visually interesting the entire time.
Even like the scenes where she was just like kind of staring at the camera, and that happened a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is really fucking beautiful. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening.
The thing
it's
is,
pretty.
The Revenant was the same way. It was beautiful,
True.
but there wasn't a good story. But I feel like this one,
It paid off a little bit more for some reason.
yeah, it had more behind it. So I think I'd give it like, I don't know, maybe like a 7 as well. Because I don't know if I'd want to see it again. And I'd look at some pictures of it and I'd listen to the music.
I would praise this movie as like one of my top favorite aesthetically pleasing films.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was really fucked up. And I really liked the premise of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really have like anything bad to say, I guess, because the story, even though it wasn't overwhelming, it was simple enough for you to follow, and it was pretty.
Yes. It was what it was trying to be.
That's Neon Demon.
So if you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below if you think there's something else we should talk about in the future. I want to see Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, we'll go see it. Sure. Sure.
They're doing Shrek the Musical by us. Let us know if we should go see that. Tune in next week to see us watch Adam Sandler's The Do-Over.